Embedded command picnic love. I heard a story once by an old school sales guy. He was telling me a story he was told when he started selling. And since this event happened, him telling me the story about 10 years ago, the original story, as far as I could tell, is from maybe the 50s. The guy told it to me 10 years ago, and he was telling me as it was told to him when he was much younger, by a then older guy, so maybe even before the 50s. Stories that tend to be handed down like this generally have a lot of truth to them. Otherwise, nobody would remember them and retell them. People remember and retell stories because they have useful information. So when it's time for old folks to tell the youngsters what's what, they reach inside their brains for the best stories told to them. This is why stories passed down for thousands of years are very valuable. Anyhow, here's the story. If you want to get a girl to have sex with you, you don't walk up to her and ask her for sex. You start a conversation with her. You ask her to share a drink. So you buy a couple of sodas and sit at the counter and drink them. Then you suggest taking a walk. Then you find a park, sit down and talk for a while. Then you suggest getting a snack. Then you go somewhere with the snack more private. Then while you're enjoying the snack in the private place, you move a little closer to her. Then kiss her. Then you put your hand on her thigh and see how she reacts. Then you slowly, paying close attention to her face, move your hand up her thigh. If she smiles, that's good, but you're not done yet. You need to reach around, undo her bra, always making sure she's okay. Then you whisper into her ear that you'd like to take her back to her place. Then you do, careful not to say anything to ruin the mood. Then you enjoy her and make sure she enjoys you. Then you make sure to call her, let her know you're thinking of her, and also make sure she doesn't have any regrets. This story, as it was told from old guys to young guys, was not about how to get laid. It was a metaphor for how to sell very expensive items to people. Slowly, carefully, gradually, and most importantly, respectfully. This is exactly how you move anybody anywhere. It's also the best way to use embedded commands. Each command you give is one small step down the slippery slope into happiness. Happiness defined by them. Commands to do things, but those things they do are just as natural as each step in that seduction strategy. Each step driven by your commands, agreed to by their actions and emotions, to a happy ending for everybody. To learn how, visit mindpersuasion.com/embedded-commands.